After decades of operation in the Niger Delta, Shell, Western Europe's largest oil and gas company, has made billions of dollars in profit from oil exploration and exploitation, devastating the environment and the livelihood of the people, leaving behind an impoverished population, a polluted landscape, and a massive health crisis and death. This is the sorry state of the Niger Delta. Before the advent of oil exploration in Nigeria, the Niger Delta indigenous communities have lived in harmony with the land and water, drawing sustenance from its abundance and nurturing a vibrant cultural tapestry. But in the 20th century, the discovery of oil beneath the Niger Delta's verdant surface transformed the region's destiny. With its vast reserve of black gold, the Niger Delta became the cornerstone of Nigeria's burgeoning oil industry, attracting the attention of multinational corporations eager to capitalize on its wealth. In the decades that followed, oil rigs sprouted like metallic giants across the region's landscape, and pipelines crisscrossed its waters, ferrying the lifeblood of a global economy to distant shores. Oil boom promised prosperity and progress for Nigeria, fueling rapid economic growth and development. Skyscrapers rose in the cities, highways stretched across the countryside, and the nation's coffers swelled with petrodollars. But behind the gleaming facade of progress lurked a darker reality. The unbridled exploitation of the Niger Delta resources exerted a heavy toll on its environment and inhabitants. Oil spills stained the once pristine waters, toxic fume took the air, and gas flaring continued unabated, releasing toxic chemicals into the atmosphere and contributing to climate change. This intensified deforestation, increased heat waves, and account for more frequent flood. For the indigenous people of the region, the promise of prosperity gave way to a harsh reality of poverty, displacement, and despair. Their ancestral lands were plundered, their traditional livelihood destroyed, and their voices silenced in the pursuit of profit. There are reported cases of violence allegedly masterminded by the oil companies, pitting brother against brother, instigating armed state actors to carry out massacre of scores of indigenous people at the slightest provocation. But a new chapter is unfolding. Shell has announced plans to divest its onshore assets to a consortium of mainly local companies and move its operations offshore. Shell's divestment is seen by some as not just a corporate restructure, but a calculated attempt to evade responsibility for the widespread pollution, health crisis, and social injustice inflicted upon the Niger Delta communities. Studies conducted by international organizations like the United Nations Environment Programme (UNEP) and local commissions like the Bayelsa Oil and Environment Commission have documented the extent of the environmental devastation, highlighting urgent need for action. Oil-bearing communities take a stand against Shell's divestment plans.
So that those plans they have claimed and the ones that have been polluted, they should take responsibility of those damages they have done rather than running away like that.
Concerning the damage that Shell have caused to us. Now, take a look at these yams. These are the bigger ones we harvested this year, we had this year. But that formerly it wasn't like this. It used to be bigger than that. In this size, we used to have it in this size, of which in a family of 7, 5 can be satisfied with one yam. But that as it is now, all these things have been what? Have been polluted.
I started hearing gunshots coming from the book. That was how Shell came to destroy the company. They came with armored vehicles, with different weapons. We started running helter-skelter. It was in the process that they marched into the premises of our Royal Highness and killed him and some members of his family. His first and second son died with him. There, I was in the cell when I was told that my house had been burned. Everything I ever owned in life went into
Where's the house here?
This one.
This foundation here?
Yes.
Okay. So it was a full-blown house?
A full-blown house. I was living in the house. My wife and 2 kids died there.
Your wife and two kids died here?
In the house. With every property I had ever.
Died in the house? Wow, let me understand.
They were in the house. They didn't know when police came and bombed the place.
Your own wife and 2 kids?
If Shell, well, I cannot hold it against them for saying they want to divest. But all this myriad of problems they have left behind, who takes care of them? The communities are dying. The communities are withering. Like at my age, now I'm supposed to be a good-looking and happy young man. But I'm going into my grave with unhappiness and sadness. That nothing can be able to return my joy. Look at my leg.
Well, if Shell wants to go, if they want to go, can we hold them? We cannot hold them, but if they want to go, they should settle us. They should settle the Niger Delta area, making our children to be empowered. Our youths are becoming useless. Let them know what to do for negotiation. Let us sit and negotiate. Can they repair back our soils? Can they? If that could not be done, what else could they do?
Community groups and CSOs in the Niger Delta, led by Social Action, embarked on a rally in Port Harcourt to press home their demands for the federal government to halt the divestment application. This is to carry out a thorough review of the environmental and social legacies of Shell's operation in the Niger Delta. They demand justice, environmental remediation, and fair compensation for decades of suffering.
We suffering like this when we were blessed with oil in our community. They come and siphon the oil away without taking care of us. So we, the women this time around, we're saying no to divestment. No to divestment. They must clean up our environment before they can divest.
Experts warn that Shell divestment could exacerbate the already dire situation in the Niger Delta.
The Shell cannot divest its responsibilities and those historical responsibilities. And so Shell may sell their shares, but they cannot divest those responsibilities that they owe to the people of the Niger Delta, they owe to the people of Nigeria, and they owe to the people of the world.
Without proper remediation and compensation, the cycle of pollution and injustice will continue. As the world watches, the people of the Niger Delta refuse to be silenced. They demand accountability, justice, and a brighter future for generations to come.
Make